would the coach still go back for Michael Essien? Oh, who be you on one? Or said dressing room? On Fano and Messini and sending project to Madrid. Me bought Caleb and look at the kind of profiles I may bought Caleb Dio home. Sully and then Michael Essien. Yo, two figures we say, you know, I think Caleb will grow in the same way like Michael Essien. He's really stronger. Away from that conversation. And my memory is the very best. Me who saw Bobo Europa. Look, only say about you are going to say European games in your day. So I can ball, our big stadiums now or countryman, Bobo no be a
different feeling, crowd.
Yeah. You are not feeling when you're done, and I say the feel of it. But a countryman a Bobo. No, news about stadium. Oh, what is so by what country crowd not top field so I don't pursue training no any power shower. So we should really wish them well. No into PA and this guy I really believe say Chelsea no. A bit me you muti after Coventry. Yo, Vinicius Junior come on.
Say I see you so.
No me musa asembi wo ha say. You're very honest to ourselves. Madrid Vinicius when he and uncle.
Be a young uncle.
I think so. I honest pa.
Be a young uncle.
Why very honest here. Be a young uncle. Nempuno me percentile crana. Madrid here Vinicius about 60%. I say Vinicius in here Madrid now because Vinicius. Yeah, nobody should get me wrong. Madrid is the biggest club arguably. Nanso no, osaso jitu me say Madrid nya club wa a bestow to past players because of their way. They don't do that. They don't bow because now the Champions League the mame. Madrid enya mo. Madrid is a special club. What? Asa say na yan kutokuto. No. Zero omoma na koi. San Ika, sa what is San Nasi? San no a saint. Obokofa Diego Lopez at the battle the saint. Pepe was always checked down on the list by Varane.
So Ejabana fear bo e will show no so amount. Yaban sorry don't go before say don't come about ame sorry yaban criminal ya the latest of foreign ever by now pay yan way e will show no so ebiem no yaban room na fear ba dim come out transfer market no ayan hu anano padium sir mausa bouncer for ni na sorry esansa Rodri and the bouncer no ayan hu don't come on, I don't know so much chance say a stole a own common in no. I had more and Ababa and I way in Jumerio so afraid and I want a brown swan. Yababa Fiania Babasha, I once I a wow and at Diana Yadiano, Ababa under 20 Aquawafu, Unque. Na nkoma wose edi ene sere siteni nyina no yebeba na ye de ho nsem no edi ababa dan no pre na fe ye ho sere besi akwada nta production team ye nyina na yakam dan ta team ana no pay ye de ye Wontumi enso ema okabo se ho ye de
fancy bibi aboko I fine pa ade asachi bi a very special day of sports buffet. Egusu bibi fine pa. I want day pa say trata cover no ni kura more day and no say bejo any asem no trata cover kese dey bi adwo da.
That
same bi aye 2
yes.
Movie those
Trata crowd say any mood and say tie ba kutu a utimi de ba ko bia. Say ni mu nketu ano say ba ku yi a. Ba no wan be tin akwa hane hamle rinsi. No and Chianca
Coast Street.
Hane hamle crowd.
Hey. Trata no di bruta.
And they won the answer.
And they should cry. Trata cover. I know Adam for me that or radio to say how. And it was as a saying so papa ho ye no de se trata cover no. Hey. Asem we go fast and buy you.
Are.
As you say, now me ni ball Adam got to abodi ho. Say, oh no ni ball no got to come on.
And there's always guys who never perform.
Any guy as we fan I try to grab sanity be fine be fine pa eguso I hwa transfers no so why den said o kan man for year duma pa moju mo ni Ferran Torres now we mu kra no senka Ferran Torres no enhyira new player bi anka ka transfers were hot. Oh, what was the other mission? Because you do na Barca for no crown.
Omo so mo mpe.
Transfer BC there. But the World Cup go back no.
Go no ko share na.
We are destiny need the movement.
Just a moment.
A movement.
A moment so
yeah.
Enye unhia ahibia.
Ama a boy no we na ma o say nyoma bebre mu say oh. No, they will give you. Baby,
because as someone okay, my man crying and she crying. That was way back 2009. Now, me say me call Drobo key from Fufro.
Okay.
Now me kwakwa attachments. Now kwabenada pa Boniface. And I'm kudini. So one Mr. Santin, Mr. Emo, Mr. Santin.
Okay.
Now I'm the first day. I'm try when I'm catching kwabena say no. Me the say nyombo na wo mani so mo.
Professor ka o ye
na me ko so I me nyoma na so okay. That my jumara no so no German nti bi oba be some few weeks na come back. No akwa na juma so I'm say man na or drive from Brekum to Drobo. From Brekum to Drobo so I'm say less than 30 minutes be ade be true. So I'm say morning upon no call Brekum I be at the next day no about so all buy or be park or down am catch it. Kabina so ko catch and so me say no lie. See all kana I didn't know Wontumi
try.
I can do spirit and kind of unjai with a monk or carrying chan because catch na a be late.
Yeah.
And I'm a jai money jai. Enemy but
yeah.
Memory on so any for my you know what they can't toughen or now what my wife no so say oh they so be TP yes but una we una wonim de obeso na onim level abeso ko no de and you can so mo bia some be kan kan because say
yeah.
You know, say he was the very first person.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm not sure I'm a microphone because I already so.
Yeah.
And I'm not just feeling so now. My question I say attachment that time. Bremen controma. I hear my radio. One of mid morning. One on the sports for me pray. Mid morning will be anyhow.
And I just feel to Jagu.
And I just feel Baba talk shows. I want to say no. Will be my.
Powerful.
Yeah, I'm not the only Bobat. Sing Casa. Yeah. So enya fu me kada tata chifu nyina me kwankwan na me rest you and then they say fu ya na wo
ya na ba studio yeah studio ban na form re
ti obi obeka cho say kwan na fu bia oboa pinte juma e bia be so kusua obeso woda obeso ye bia mason obetintam blocks na be o say jana ko tena fi contract.
Oh yeah.
We want more contract. Sit down, Hamam. Sit down, Hanafi. What you cram our boss now? Already on 2 days. Oh, sir.
Abuso.
But can I say at your bones and then
we are diva. Tibi oh yeah na unimi no. Koso. Na ye na one day oh lift no beba.
That's right.
One day movement in the best summer on so a game no. Me sanity. Rejection I'll be facing more than a
Ferran
Torres na common rejections now be no ebe dos one chain appreciation now be nya nti more now rejections ne ba na won so yiro won say movement no ebe won say they be ameka movement one big movement will erase all your losses in life and be all lose am but so you don't one big moment
to me
my own kai sa e brand nyama na wa family nyina e be pa nyina afi wa e boss
moment nso e ba enchi bia
yeah
and I'm quite mukra
yes it's a moment chama e be foul ti utie na se bibi hye so na se as media nyi kra de a obo eno ne ba na anuama se yo enyi kra ma media debi yisa de no to twene sa spirit no you to twene because anhwe ya be hardry fancy ti obi anhye no nkwa no pay na a moment will come in your life we remfeed that na was nyame ayi bia ma me hye ayi bi enough for
train to
ye nya che no so ada you kutam you
because obi one ma or pay just an opportunity obi one so power the free actually na because me come from keys cram make and keys FM that time they call seshi debiso any semnum vision ni winners and you better
no bra
and as a chance on one guy be video about me money din
okay
that be say him say me hwa na
yeah
when I'm my hoodie but nya feel me be na o 3 my order to cause one dey way onim say bia ono no video as na make
okay
no it's hard
den
no sunya Kumasi Rossi ya some
kesi pa
see
o de kwaso o ye na so bi hwe o jare na wo ye
no kai dey be am fan say from semeba oboase abeku santana me am from boss one time nipa no kro gina fon so ka chem say me Ghana babaji o and one be so kate ko no kra keke na me ho to me brane mo no awo o tuatua ma so
easy
as a maybe money I cut to corner no I just say corner no na veni o say me de ka to ka so na me be sen ko hedi wo me ne aso o ma so den
you na me o kan no aka
oh yes see catch cra bibia be fa from tourists na me dey show cra because no cra no bansa for na say nya no cra na afi bansa for no mo say
cries hey then I go car we hey we are say a story
okay who sort to make us any
fine
be na bibia anya fine obaja yi ti bibia fine
run to me
we me pray for me
you are
me why you me majuma no dawo
amene boafo
edu adwuma so ya amene boafo
ni nyame
boafo ni rade edu sika cha no aga jem say nyame ne boafo
rade
okay wo yema be dina say enano pena I was say ya dina siama ya boafo no man daroma na probiano yare entwumedi e bana 7 plus aba capsules no maka so we e memedru na the ene se when instant and just old one ma was say be out 30 minutes be
Jose Mourinho kan kire no oso hu varania ba yam show on the how team no Madrid they don't care about the way twam o kese your any on the other but me say in pem see e kese why ne here na yonko team obi a hyehyɛ Atletico Madrid hyehyɛ Barca hyehyɛ Chelsea hyehyɛ Madrid anya La Liga ntino mo ho signing some way nyina won dey ko Europe no La Liga anko come home bebrebe say they know they can still fight and come back but don't pursue create big legacy for whoever toss to say Milan say Liverpool say Bayern on the what is come say Champions League ni me biem no on say La Liga no biem Madrid bie La Liga no and o home e and ba say bru nso ba o ho de community no and wo ye Champions League no so sa na Madrid fans kasi say die ya what the biggest club is Vini we be call be say mama famu munkosu anyina ngu Kylian Mbappe e basket no Kylian Mbappe one player naturally or a very explosive who is going through the revolution to act as a center forward then also crown or check games now what PFA box
yes
Now, OPF free box means about rely on the explosiveness and the kakra sometimes. He doesn't want to be hovering around the box waiting for balls. Sometimes a person will use the biggest tool, which is the pace, not the edge man, by dropping outside the box. And I'm dropping ball in the afternoon. No, the told me no a back kakra. Vinicius steps up to the plate. Now, systematically, coach now better up 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. A mood yoba can be a Vinicius, so very important. 4-2-3-1, free national striker, and Vinicius on our left. He creates, he scores, and he has the persona to match up in the defense. Over 4-3-3, me and Sana the left winger. Are we talking about how many hybrids we have? If I say hybrid, may come be a show goes a criti on equal tandem. To me, I deal with no who goes to no say no. Vinny creates, he scores. Madrid in replacement to marketing as a left winger. See a munya. Okofa Kwavara. And
PSG
who is available in the market? And Yando Madi.
Oh my me
Bro, she just on your official near a thing coming. Madrid knows so much from 1 to Yando Mandi so. Macassa no Jose na wa Madrid. Yando Mandi agent come the exceptions better. Casemiro ba no me call loan and san over fee.
Yeah.
Vinicius or Bob call loan.
I'm quite
yes, and san over fee. Martin Odegaard Okoy, what do you want back you? Hendrick Oba.
Oba also so Sanko.
Nico, what's up as Sanko?
Nico, Mike discuss we and I no pay. The best also. I feel a bomb money so Munano Quina.
Nico pass.
Master Antonio so call Fiorentina.
If you're young crave you get this statement. I'm not gonna see a bio. A whole crowd free whole Bible bossing a team in the home. So we say scrutinize on.
Gonzalo Garcia.
Asensio defender no. Oh, say don't who see children. Do be a beer and Asensio. 1 moment we omo train no. Omo train no be twam ko. Am ko fa beach city no number 218 no the Asensio to so no why say. Listen, me free internet actually pa. That house a demanding place. It is here, you know, Madrid here Vinicius, papa. And ye kokoti se kasi as a call, yeah, Diego Lopez, Horner say that Ramos crack. Yes, it is true. It is very, very true. But it's here in common here, Madrid, here Vinicius, essence of Vinicius here Madrid. Na player or buyer, what we are negotiating image rights at Ginina. Only is a Vinicius here before. They know, but Madrid, they have never cared about what they will feel. What's Madrid now?
They say times now open any Ronaldo the any pay. The now Ronaldo demand the Madrid the Jan coin. Same now. On also demand.
Yeah, many yajine.
30 number over free 0302550000 now. When the Hisense and Penfono and some and Casa and Anopay now and be any manable fast food and pizza. I want rice no we be enjoy come or more kokwa kasem yenu ama kosuano saladi and some area to so shotono so dapa and I more be some place I all danamo je I fried rice and what jollof rice no so no one will be and some our and after pizza no. And also, we bet me a place all done fe. We so enjoy the Kamasa will survey. I will program be a say a yen movie a practice be and I say yeah. NHS engagement when a man of ball and Kasana branch and chronomum or best 8 branches and yet 02490308 when MB and Kasama for anyway a ABA about clinic and any ABA day who call a clinic one after doctor no one also you not one in your food pedranimo who will be our common about parisabia hypertension and about so more draw. I want to animal and some probably I will front and a jojo when nas air titri krabi now nas at no say one. Pa and Ababanas Empo Crano will be a stroke and some Dunya Wadrono and so AB in China also call say glaucoma, say cataract will be our shady our fillet. Say everyone in the Sabomarian say what I'm a doctor and so show Kumasia I have quite a surgeon as a member catch a chonoma pay and on some so Abeka AB and inside at a Dela stop a ho and on Juma 0541565199 ABA. And no, Ebekasa.
Ye call and the Tabia Suena Fiatin Coma Tabia bar capsules, and they know ASCA ya. Your about Nassichem market and Afi more Dimu Juma, oh, he has said, was to see we are drew and we are tabia bar capsules. I know, and about we are Takum and Wapibiano, a weekend see and ye come said Bema, when he J or Bow, when he Jim Pemuno, Maria Tabia Takun Muntobi, and Francotum Panatifiwa, and no, and so Bramo Tafibino, na Jumedian Koye Tabia Barmisha, near no air malaria, and I feel your banner, Ukwafichi, what Tia, what Dre, and some number 0243. 686861. Now what do you come? Immunicable supplement in ye and no American farmers system no day. When I'm Diano de Bia ye de court near de ba ye Juma na chase ye koye bay na and what din a buff energy na no immunicable supplement. Aba ni nyina no mo ye adwuma wo gya ho wo ye adwuma wo awiem adwuma den wo temota wo kwa wo ba ahomache wo beta sori ni nyina wo nya imulati bi na no ma ade abache ho den eno ana so bot immune system ya den ketengete ha wa adwi nyina no ebeji ade afini padua wo du pharmacy a wo so pe imulati ba supplement no Lancaster Enterprise ni ye do one pedia wallpapers no eno ahun common and ye boy a 3D 5D and I say a marble sheet and I open aroma diffuser and I say be a modern television standee and I open artificial grass and I open and I make say open decorative watches Nina you be so facha covers Nina no ya de be a bar ya de mau mo peba kuba kone do atu ya a doom ya the boss of building and a dear Michelle cross circle tiptoe lane hoa 0554 114878 now what you come on a polytank na fe wa so wa nim ze Ghana dem ze water storage tank no one polytank se opese usawi so fie na ode bunso gum sara be nsuo twa so nkochini nkope nsuo mo contractors mo ye kwan ana afrobu so bunso egu adiem ebetimi aboa polytank no ana ebetimi aboa polytank no papa a chese etimi do kokra na store na won gen no enso na won tisha no so ama me say polytank de no a na kwakwa mu a chese ne ye de dwuma de no eba ye kwotable tank garages and I don't pay almost some country say car no say odi efram no ne aba a brand new car no say accident car kra na be say utwa wo ton na fe wakwa table tech garages yebeto na fe ye atua oka na yenso ye twa eno akire din na oka no se de etie bia problem abama obese solve ye boss ana se ne electrical fault obi o wa na ne car na nya problem o de fa be machines ye de detective fault na fe ye de ayama o ka ma embia wa dwumanti a your drivers wo mu Juma at Yamasan to be Macrani Betoa, your touring car, dear Sir Jumanina, and some no one at woman say, nay, your properties are yet on, and after your Toby, who are dying, not for Basalton, and I say, nay, or uncompleted building, and I sasia, Nina Yabato, after to our Kakama, Yo and they Accra, I was here, Ben Waterwest War, and after Dukumas in between Georgia Hotel, and after Greenco, Aquanosoa, as 0542 275 252. Now what do you come see was XP. 2 engine oil enye na okano eba nanti ya start ya obo se si asate we see kumo haji engine no our problem and I say oil now the kumo nshara nye papa and we na see was XP2 engine oil and no aba anomodi oil engine no eboye se okai no engine no brand new and home use and asembia Tro engineer ninyina no so wetime fama na ye kama oman mu ba bia benya bi ato 0540424386 now what in common natural and company limited Froslavo say bema prostate mo mebia me kase utie me na no pe nuama nkoye ojo so bebre ansa na de ache bi wa ojo so kra ba me emu hyehyew emu ya oya Proslav no ana me kan for them so
season almost o mo tua bro so 22
menene ya adwene Vinicius why adwene some say will be approving one baby
man capsules and again chidom hini obama esa oye nwadro na nuama nkoye ni ade na ade sisie ahode na aba forma winya zara man capsules ebebo hindi herbal mixture typhoid diabetes and high blood pressure ni nyina 348-334. Now what do you come 3P garlic mixture? Garlic no only said see a map from day. And no more one day and the actually dre now obi a stroke action and asembia high blood pressure. Obi and the menstrual pains or your bar whatever. I don't know so easy farmer no over no dre be 9 on Saturday to what do a 3P garlic mixture dre our my move be auto action say our glass bottle minute koko and afi garlic down 02489288 Kojak Chaco toothpaste no enuni enom ane ade twi ase enum beda ho na enka afri enuma aye Kojak adaroma enkradom ayusu bi mane yempanifo nso ewo chefa ewom ye Kojak pro code ewo ho a eno wuti ane dwa broni fa no migraine wuti fa no edwa hwim nya adre bia eno ebetimi apa no Kojak adre ane ye kamfo ewo pharmacy ana afa udu supermarket abenya nre bi enso matimi ato 02445559 ne nine odisuwa kakra bi osana nse acheme adwa bia ba bia ntini num adama na feruta tonic no so typhoid no ho adwuma adama 0244485632 na wadi nkomo Dr. Mensa na Daruma anope doctor said yade no dos no mum we specialist ewo sunsun mu de titru pa se bia wo adwuma hunso ne amono what try emfa awoyi waya enkoye chese nioma emani pa kona nim bia ni wa wo ye bia ye eno nti no se sasadro ode abambi asasa bi ana di wachi baji bi dware na emwa wode no bone adro abawa sabi waton no bone mo tinta untimi nyai no wono ebetimi abo wono mu kasa o kasa na enka edi no adun so ketesu ni nyina no doctor de adro aba doctor wo delivery service wo ye edema wiase ba bia o kuma se kotwi yani Guinness da podia no Accra Madina Zongo Junction Cancer Building num and ye boy 0244921269 now ne doctor din komo ye kwam no ne and I no pay power specialist eba hospital ye ma me doctor kosu adua ya enie wo se wo fo ye kese fibroid oba asa wonyim bra no mo wadru benane hepatitis dear and a how I drink was saying a fatty liver and a how and as will be on ma then your man could already kidney no or problem kidney stone see and no how I drink. Oh, and rubber bread, have by Malamis malaria, drew cough care, help by Mr. Boa, and also Babua, oh, Kumasi Faya say, Bosum Chukwana Soa, and Wo, and I flew across Wakobanya SCP Road. I also a Jumatakra for a Kodo, Ewa Naji Extate 0244. 544-422 na oni ya mame doctor akosuya aduaya edin komo fancy
Wontumi.
Okay, may I say Supremo yemra me share yen question of the day proudly brought to you by Amuzu Have Food. Amuzu Have Food question of the day in the no ana be yuzi ade asra wuti ase se hoa ana ba o nneoma fitan ho asiama se bu okrana yi jam nyina ba se wotiri nyina de den de beboa Amuzu no na Darman a day question of the day no and so banana no simple as ABC bisa say national team Baini and on my lineup and so to say national team on my lineup any Cabo
war Pedro Madina Cruz or say Italy and ye ka Oma Seminano pe Emmanuel Entry as Italy Italian national team and Amoka was Kwaku ranking say the Italian national team Kwesi Platini Sensi and so as the Azuris of Italy asem and ye ke Margaret Mensa and so say Italy Tom and watchom de amaye and anope Emerald and as Emery Pascal and so say the Italian national team and Wadiaba Anita Badu and so as a Italian national team and Anita Ediaba Excellency Nanaya Red do as the Italian national team and after Wensu Kofi Sniper was Italy Asam Yake Mohammed Ene Subar Abiola was Italy and Amokan was me fresh and so as Italy and no Edwano and so Diaba and Anupi Fancy.
Okay, mera sena asamoa le Benjamin on Facebook say Italy and Sikaba one also say the Italian national team way and so I say Italy way from Fukukum and new guy can emphasize on a day a message in free on also the Bernardo Peno live on the show Miss Empire one also say Italian national team way so I say Franciam Sergeant from Tema Madrid doing useless signings so while Rodri is there. Okay, Sergeant Pepe and a sergeant and so Denediano and some by now. Mausa Kalate or also say say Black Stars and say I new tea and then one on that note or the upon me.
Black Stars.
I'm from a mamma, young called my bet we quotes no. BW66 F76 3D1 BW66 F76 819 BW66 F76 B97 BW66 F77 860 and BW66 F77 D2F so 90 10 8 7 and of course 5 O's respectively and no and a day a quote no and so a day amamono and one no so we be
101.3 nyamin saw
I'm go for them right now manya kakra wo a brand any ya kwamon on yaba ya the latest and so our foreign and Emma Onano pay live on the show live on Facebook Wontumi online live on YouTube Wontumi TV live and of course 101.3 you also and an important TV no digital and a satellite and I pay you also I day I 7 ever foreign every and I see you come on Wontumi sports buffet I am come now video no Fabre, what's our plan here? 0203-682641. Your video in landscape. Ne Fabra, Yanko foreign.
Wontumi, 101.
Ila henu Yehuwa yashach. Todi yashach. Todi Kadesh. Shamaki Shra Yehuwa ila henu Yehuwa ekat. We ahata et Yehuwa. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika naveshika.
So concrete and obai no boy
Angwa juma no you Yame wohoda se uji didia obeya juma Ansachre no you Yame wohoda se uji didia obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamaki Shra Yehuwa ila henu Yehuwa ekat we ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika uvika naveshika uvika miyodika tode yashak in English in the name of Jesus amen.
Amen. Shout out, come on, boy, Capo. Sorry, Capo chairman. I feel like chairman about
Yes.
You got time at Tabo Hukas. I'm send messages and everything. No be say, hey, oh, chairman, yeah, dear pass. Say watch me assemble. I just quite be coming home and papa me.
Na guess it is okay how.
Guess no.
Guess no. Me say, how many boys in this year? Me say, guess in this say. Who to be sponsor? I am number one.
Chairman.
Angwa juma no you.
Semeki, and your headlines. Our man from our soul and so the amount of peno. Now we are Jumedia, so Jumedia fans are Wontumi sports buffeno, and no any other latest animal channel, and also ever bow on him say, so I want to hear Canasa, I have process and I'm process and Jumedia, woman
wɔn matches nso abɛkɔ so na no kasa no yɛ ɔbɛn sɛ matches no bi akyɛ so wura mu a ɛno nso abɛkɔ so abɔ ɛyɛ 6 o'clock ɛno ɛyɛ Ghana time ɛna anadwoa na kyɛ sɛ Deportivo La Coruña wɔn bɔ mu game ɛyɛ tia Fiorentina wɔn team no na kyɛ sɛ no ɛyɛ game baako ɛna nwumire no ɛno nso abɛkɔ so ɛno wɔkye Malaga ɛyɛ club a wɔn nso ɛne bɔbɔ kɔ ɛwɔ sɛ Al Arabi wɔn mmienu no wɔn nso abɛbɔ ansa na Monaco team no wɔn nso bɔ deɛ tia yɛ Tafe yɛ kan sa ayɛ FIFA wɔn calendar no so no ɛno nso abɛtumi akɔ so a yɛde ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ ɛne kyɛsɛ nsɛm aka no nyinaa no nso ate ba wɔn sɛ no a wɔn matches ɛba so ma kyɛsɛ no pɛn no sɛ wonya time ɛbɔ monitor yɛn dwumadi a yɛfa no sa Wontumi sports boy ta no pɛn no mɛde ba me catch up sa ɛno na kyɛsɛ bɔbɔ kɔ ɛfa no sa ɛyɛ Mallorca team no wɔn nso ɛne bɔbɔ kɔ ne din ne Paris Saint-Germain ɛbɔ ma kyɛsɛ PSG foi wɔn nso game paso no woman Real Betis boy ama Chelsea club Shamiensa ama Arsenal the Gunners team no woman some ante kanu baako ani ate na yeke wa Chelsea woman so lose and one ma Juventus no nyina no na Chelsea lose the last 2 games no and some your son Sabi Alonso in a crown and your man some coso any ate ama Chesaya Kaza transfer market no will be also on you no be also on you and a young Arsenal I'm company now Arsenal as well young Coninano Jamina and some other reporter Memensa Canasa manager say the announcement and some Ababana Yabateso officially Aquatana your father Bruno Guimaraes and some other joining Bobokua your father's Arsenal almost team no na Jamansan can say what side last way ya woman we are juma as media team Arma Arsenal no when some among videos afei so mucha about buy the first words I was one and some other to Ghana di adanse say one some other player at the club your father's Arsenal ever seen no woman we Sanya Manu na Jakansa woman some other announcement everybody here and Ponifono and some other go ahead Adama now go ahead the Bankwambia Nania can be also no woman some other to drama young player no and also Jumedia already say and some other team our brano and some other update Abanano Peno and some our show no Ebiano Jamansanka Kwan say Omo announces Bruno Guimaraes and Swaba Metesa manager your father Mikel Arteta when you I'm still now I'm say target no aye the UEFA Champions League into was wo sada bako anasa bia mienu bi ensom abasoso Kempen Kumono, Womu Pobi on a bar, Wabaya starter, and some Adiamatimino, na Christos Solis, Akurana, Mesaba Kana, some Atronano Peno, one Ebia from bench and a bueno, and some other bar. Now, manager fans are Tata, Omuria Gamer, manager Tim Comanano Peno, yet the exception be and yet. Arsenal, woman some team number this season because here came woman that some our Champions League about one more Premier League title. I was say woman some different about domestic titles, Serbia, the FA Cup, and the Carabao. Ningano the some other soon na yabetie coach Ifansa Mikel Arteta our brother was some amoko all out every title that I was Arsenal woman some to and no ambition as I say and some woman so woman yet drama to me be a Saturday woman some about the titles no and some other woman now so you some coach na Ifansa Arteta and the far on target this season and so
excited and we're going to go and attack every possible title because that's the ambition that we have. We know that we have the ability. We will go from a strength to a strength as well, whether it's with the players that we have to take them to a different level, with the market that is still open to recruit as well. So yeah, very optimistic about it. All the work that we've done, that I've done through the summer, is to understand what we need to do to
and so I was shown ede kwani mu eche san koma hodua wo ma di omo press Kamamua, Nachasano, ambition, Kitabo Bokua, Yafana Taganas, Achasano Peno, Yar Amtetana, and Swaba, Yeshafti and Gear, Nayan Ko, Ayabu Kavanasa, Manchester United, United Timono, Woman Cancer could be mean, and some other trainer, maybe I will be and our team could and Kwasi by next to Kadiana, as a mean, and some other bonus animum, Woman Kaiser, Manuel Ugarte, Eco World Cup, one of some Eco Pride, now Ugarte, Eco Pride World Cup, no. Tabia player B, ever free club A, and I Serbia club B, and some national assignment Serbia. Now Abakako Prano, Yana a FIFA a bon cow, says got to Eurobiana what to biano, Nisika Waje, £150,000, and no a weekly wages out as Akudano, one of some. Say FIFA as part of Omujumedia, you can say a club protection program. No, I was some cover a Benisika, one some Eje, our brand of Pra, want to be Jumabia Farmer Club. No. £1,000 no, I was say FIFA, we will cover around 80%. And no, I said yes, city, we will some Antabana Mayu for no, Jaminian Sena, we will see players no will be a sika what you say one was from Manchester before some Tabia Sir Jim Ratcliffe Abano Nanian Casawo Bobo Emma Manchester United answer your born my born one time be more to I say next year Cheska no attenadia Okoka or say I know account squad. I'm our counter so a yetimino. Now, Jamayu for nine say, on Sanka, so league, you know, now I'm qualified for UEFA Champions League. Play a beer bobo and some Amamanjuno, one peja or salary and some by 25%. Now, Chasamasani amount to the Kakra and some other account signal. Sounds soon at Montinian qualified Champions League and some Amotoso. Now, and then Jomo Canon say, you're one Shada Mobi, but 25% pay rise. A canny pacro will be a jet battery. One new a young rule at no Manchester United qualified Champions League. Now we a player want to me a mom about 60% of Manchester United and Yabama to watch salary rise and I say be a salary now. One some increment. Emani no and ya 2 hour to bench. I will be mounted also. Menfaho medasena watch so maybe a year triatum medasabo sumia. So almost 60% of matches on bonus season more. And yes, salary increment, you know, was some on Saturday can be. And no, I said Manchester United and Penfono, one some other come at Deba. Now, I'm in Newcastle, our La Manga, and I'll pay 1 year training. Now, I'm training, you know, way and some I have very first timer. One new coach, I found some Matthias Yaisla, one of the LED amateur training, you know, and also ɛhɔ ana kyɛsɛn kodan no wɔn nso atwa no n'akɔkyi coach no wei wɔn session a wɔn nso LED ama nkodan no ayɛ wɔde kan yɛ ɛwɔ ugly ɛwɔ Saudi Arabia ɛna ɛgya agya ne deɛ a ɛne wɔbɛka so ɔnyɛ bad ɛkoraa ɛsan sɛ Saudi wɔnom Uko Asia wa womu Champions League kono ena jetu aso twice in a row ema cheso o de boysi aye tuma cheso anos abantila manga ana Matthias I don't could answer started. I just I pay. I'm getting no yet eba on Tottenham spray. Womu boy na fansa Jet Spence. Me am catch us Inter Milan. Elpeno and Liverpool and so Elpe. Now I tell you what I say. Oh dear, Obi Badia was saying now. No one also to me quite the same person the ho Emmanuel Jumasa and answer the same thing at the ho because Yenum Cradier Yenum sa Tottenham Hotspur I can say one more per Cody Gatto Emma made about 2 say Liverpool for say woman tone there among tone china only some make say woman ya bread and then Liverpool for Kwambia also mo faso ana kwadana ye fa no sam jet spines ababiano womo som adene baba what akura no nim two bodo do sanim tre bodo do acha so nifa so ade banku som oya dwuma pa ana obi som anim say Liverpool eba no nifa so ane banku so am say problem awo ho because Robertson and some akọ wokoye Milos Kerkesh abra ye be wie na bia ba bia mo dane nya kura ho no ebetimi anyunu ta sansom ana jeremy from po ho no ho som aha twempanti Liverpool fa no so ni ampre na mom the player in question I found us Jet Spence no metesa wakatren agent and say woman abaso ko Anfield na almost nya de obetim we no aye instruction and sabia suggestion why instructor the agents no say womunya e man say be a move no and some abaso ama chess no anya chance akobo ball e dey ma Liverpool omutim no na ba bia ya dru yam say Chelsea enche bia no amasa club players ni bi say Chaloba ekodru Mekachos wakwa sign and some adiama komo Chaloba ekoi adara bioyo ono som obetumi akọ ebiem aye azal disasi num wono som abekọ Benoit Badiashile omunyina no ensom abekọ na womu yese wosi Fofana ensom aye player kwan biaso no awasa kano na yese Fofana say Rono unko na obeso wotra because under manager no wo fu senior ba kama pa na obeso use opportunity na o chere aye Chelsea e support say ball no onimbo eye prana ba ya ebe ha no from Leicester City e ba no nyina no bia no say ni dwumadie no city ano no so sakra enti unko obeso wotena na wo koso ye dwuma no ema boboku a ye fa no Chelsea na make say club no wo mo mpanu from some ade abana inside the and so come I want to say Pedro Neto say any oyo wadwe say chinchina atwa mefa no say de na yerim say bia Man City woman ya bre wo so munya Neto omopa because manager no one Neto and some aya dwuma da no yes Chelsea for no say na me kan na no say e bia unya no fo na mom e wo so tua na tua no e bia one by 70 million pounds and some enough at Chelsea wo mo be amasa move no and no some abas Everybody so much say and no I the asking price Chelsea and some abaje ansana womo amasa move no and no and some aye juma na medical catch say nyame ya duma Friday na Arsenal ball one opening game your ball Saturday about Sunday the following day and your Monday night and your Chelsea and Fulham and about because Europe no mon kaho tiamamo ayesa Saturday na dia na mo dey pray eti manager Xabi Alonso ne Alvaro Abalwa omumianu nyina na anu ya no club no Madrid na Abalwa ni and omubusa Alvaro Abalwa say we first game at London derby and I was a body at Tiawan Casa Yonko wow opera the sexa I fans Alonso Nanyabiano sing and as I get Diano Mubasia prepared your come Yentia Fulham a coach or fans Alvaro Abalwa.
Really special for me.
The opening match of the season against Chelsea, absolute local rivals, and then with Xabi Alonso, who you've just merely spent 7 seasons with and won the European Championship and 2 World Cups. Is that the worst possible scenario or the best because you know him so well?
Well, I think it's the first game, Craven Cottage, a derby game against Chelsea. I think they are a very good team. They are doing a very good summer also with my friend there, so it's gonna be really special for me. And of course the most important thing is that we want to win that game. It's not gonna be easy, but obviously it's our goal.
Knowing Xabi Alonso so well, what would be the hardest element?
Free manager Swear Benano Peno away in Jumadia so Yababa FC Barcelona ne Aquadana as a player your father Rodri and common who was Spain. Na Agrona Madrid, no more DNA so on a road to day. And Baba Casa more baby, Mabacasa, Barcelona, Ballroom, and my latest Sabaso. And found your boss, and I dare. I Jean Drumonde and a Rodri, Omumiano, one bar, Madrid, and my son common Bayani, Janana, I'm saying Bonsa, Yakomo. Now, remember, so before Sabasa common in also a shock. From a call a Vincent Company. Na Yamia Motana, Aston Villa, Nibobo Quafanasa, Bamunchin, Edabo. Now you was up buying for an area moment, and one more train, who coaches a Hong Kong Monteswa, France and more, banning on your Jumedia. Now it's a busway, a meet and greet. Namin organizers, no more J. Omokakra, Nipa Dom, our Hong Kong, Bra, Anope, Nanya Senator, Omo train Vincent Company, one more train goalkeeper Manuel Noya, one more train Luis Diaz, and Joseph Stanisic, one more Chesa Pasnola, now Hong Kong. One also try ama meet and greet no and also abasoni Diana Jaminian say nyame no na bamunchin tim no woman use normal JC so way a special edition atade na nyame no na area dumi no woman share any Aston Villa and some abon say ano JC no abra woman ye na say o style be and omde aye number font no ama chesano pay no ye update tabana coach ye for the company bakubusa press conference and pay our we and about Kubusan say na anyabian game na go to Paben abono one be captain and was say Manuel Noya and be captain because Manuel Noya ever start nyame ya no tena game no and some adiama team no and about Kubusa ya bisa say you say na media no so ababa we bi ani abred dendende kekam ade ai one Michael Olise actually the more den pa ana chese wo fafuro wo dia wo ba Olise hwene bo tom na Olise no obu ni pa no no say obu konkom eba ni a whole resource and the ocean ba ana ba kubusa coach ni say na anyabia no Michael Olise future to say wabatena anaso obako ana no watino kra no accusations are about wa reject a responsibility say we no obi awo on hwene ba no no kra ana coach say yamantu dwa say topic wey any topic I was doing come up ana any topic I was kan wasam obi private life and none of the concern and I want central crana wubusano crano and some found and none of business na bueno I want the holidays yenya no nya na sumtue no fa no holidays so sans odisave pa akodanum aye adwumadene na waba bedu ba bia wadwuma munyan na munyan samo tanishe will be image any ade amame no kase no and some aye kakra free aye manager na so de banana pay no and some I was show no so onum sa Rafael Leao player no say Leao ne Galatasaray akwani mu na Galatasaray Omama Rafael Leao contract until 2030 and say woman no 10 million euros a season plus bonuses. Yes, Rafael Leao say so baba Galatasaray sika wo demande enie na utietie musua emse sika na wo demande no kra no edonso eche Victor Osimhen edia wo ono soje ana mo se na wo adwuma Osimhen baba wo be die nko na wo baba wo kra yo se boy kra asa de atukoi na wo bana obi ma 10 million euros a season na wo ma dere ba yesa ai ana o se etua wo ka eche Victor Osimhen a yenye samani nya yo enti omoda so du komana video bi kra baya Sharwa Kebenya mamia Rafael Leao elkwana will be at the Galatasaray JC Emmanuel on saying so one for autograph and to sono and no Rafael Leao one fi kra one fi ana man for say omotena say ebia recent ya wanye maka no amfa nsan so ani ade amfa mani pakro no nyina no wo mo som ati ade na se ensom ade ma no wa bra ho nkomo no nyina no ye de ema ye chefo ena no pay ensom awo show no so eno wati no report amenya no se AC Milan team no wo mo coach Ruben Amorim yese wono kwade kan yemu a na ne nka wama aye tomori eko fikaye tomori awaso oko na se tomori eko a wono atagete aya akwadana ye fa no Gonzalo Inacio obo Arma Sporting CP ni din taba transfers no mu pa e bana tekwa no ana AC Milan team no womo so abaso mo fa no dene ba sa player ana ye kan wansem wa brana no pay no eno so ay update ba ye ba Spain na ye ba Spain kema mi player ye fa no Javier Hernandez on C Ronaldo answer Javier Hernandez and so Rio Ferdinand Teddy Comona answer Ronaldo no o maina ebia o nsem bia be kan ya dia na o de mempasa ebia medi player na nim kan Chicharito nie na on C Ronaldo yeni kan tie Javier Hernandez nensama wo kan fa C Ronaldo aho
unbelievable because I spoke with you in particular and with another teammates about Cristiano when he was in United, a lot of stories. And then I go and I have the blessed to go and be his teammate, you know, and all the stories that you tell me were true, you know, and when he has dinner, you know, but this competitiveness, not about arrogance, about that he wants to be right, not to prove you that he's better than you. It's because I think there's a switch in him, and I think with a lot of us football players that there's no on and off. It's on all the time. So to become the best of the best of the best, you need to be the best of the best of the best every single second of your day, so you can hold the pressure of being the best. You know, it was unbelievable. Because I spoke with you in particular and with another teammates about Cristiano.
Javier Hernandez or the Fasi Ronaldo and when I'm sure I come what can say Ronaldo on your arrogant yes I and I see Ronaldo no oya homaswo and a debia was swan and mate just one man and met so why kokoti I said to pay and you know credit that woman and you know say yes no say do the talk say be as some walk no oye ho adwuma papa ama wose a oye too known ana oye gaga ne ade na anya bia no say one mo wa ban a hui ana ba bo wa ban ama so one ka say one blow or trumpeter hui ana bia trumpet ro blow Ronaldo anya arrogant ono be kan na aka no wachena asaka sudia wo main na ba fu say bia Ronaldo ne ahomaso yentie Javier Hernandez e wa bane what defender see Ronaldo
Cristiano arrogant because I think that's what people don't realize. Cristiano was always going against the tide. That's how it's called it. Against everything. You know, he would
always fight for the underdog in a change room.
The underdog. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's always needed to fight. So when he achieved things and you ask him, hey, you achieved this. Yes, I did. Do you feel you're the best? Yes. But he was proving it. We are not, the society is not built for you to speak good about yourself because I see it in arrogance. You know what I feel what's arrogance? When you said something that is not true. I'm the best, but you haven't proven it. That's arrogance. If you're the best and you're proving it, okay. If you don't greet yourself, if you don't speak good about yourself, who's gonna do it? I'm more in Ronaldo's side. He's being against everything. I never put Cristiano arrogant because I think that's what people don't realize.
Chicharito akwaro baby no be shia Chelsea bia wo yenya no na chese won kuya krabon ye pon kro be so shego ono na say won so dina dan sidi abanche say society no am say ya building in such a way say wo kan some e dia ma ho kro kan fo wa watomra ana wo ya arrogant wo ya homaso na wonu ma dia ye ka bia obi arrogant eno ana wonu susu say arrogant because what you sabia actually your pass for your best ye can and
Asonia bao Nkoma across so MNN permanent to just Real Madrid and some our you say one Nishos area pay a make us a Madrid Germany na say woman kasa omobamana sign na omo peja sikanim na sikan new offer na say a fly was Spain actually say from 22 million obakai say enwa no pass ya make try say 22 na born a reject no Madrid say woman tuama broso ya 25 million amount na me quote no enwa no Germany na no pen say woman say aya 25 million euros net and no aye salary afibia 2031 was afraid about 100% I said yeah Mbappe ewo no I know the almost onya sa but we be sa peja aye percent town mu o de bia jawo param de kakra amasam enso dina asam ko entomo some other sign and what he Jean Diamonde Yabai no van esiwa parke akwadane nioma ewo Austria one the boy na ba Spain Diamonde enye answer no make catch also a report we recover from flu ama jiade na no yare e che no akwadane ayo okay anope na lives from gage be na no mo ye no sa no wonum so ma akwadane medical won was am boy na for flight about Austria and no say video no only for no pay aboso boy no because some replacement and some boy where or you're on board and I'm real artist and from Austria and they'll call a Madrid and your boy no and some other touch down for the medical no what was so I am some as I move the Omari and no I am comma banner no when you say manager can say Juicy I catch Madrid and pen from say transfers no woman yo na asa center back na midfielder was one of the man no and no we send a plus living ko onsa Kamavinga mu nyina no medical be catch us Jose can pay onya boy ni bimbo ana no so ka so betena wo mu nyina nko ya won sent to me fa Rodri ameka ho enti de koba ni say manu for no nansen komana no mu dia wo mu de pe aye Rodri ase wo mu hu say omo enjoy monopoly wo mu nko na bia akoda no aye omo de enti ase no ma yi omo ni kakra se de be bia Man City abete ebo no so no yate enti nansen na me ka say Barca ballroom am yesa be ka say still na no boy no abako aye Madrid no only for and pay gidi abo be se no hwe braba bia be fa bia yes Barcelona na woman ahri ababa di kan Barca people aye bobokua ye fa no Madrid ama me no ka so mo aye favorite as of now say woman some abetumi asane de koba ya any dome and say sikano 80 million euros Madrid and Casamientia woman say aye 40 million number 50 million euros na obedient player na be Casamientia was do betua nie ana Jamaican so say Madrid a last offer a 50 million euros no woman Barcelona the 10 back home and Barca say Obama a Man City 60 na difference one but and shilling for a player Nyame for free there and yes 60 million euros ayansa and to boss and yam prepare last hour see Domo Canning answer now you can say Barcelona and so move on a real possibility sir abem so on World Cup no Barca representatives Emma Komako 8 yes san kwarani no bi aya
kokore hyewa ye be hyew entu pa ompa no toto mpa no abra ball a wo ball Spain here ebia na Pep and o boy ye so Barca saa ne ebo no o ko akwakobo tinkon ene ye ni tum o rafi coach na ye Jose na ba o ene agon na hyew butu ano ye de na mo pai ball bra me mo ball papa one na ba control fifi one Pedri ana ball bra me mo ball papa na jari o cheche no sam unya so guso dwen ho na Madrid ayoma dwen say womu nyai ensom emane nkoska na omakoso compete na fe womu som ahwede abeko bat diamensaka no pay die diabane chese Madrid no enkoda na chinchin aye Rodri adwen amaye kase player no ensom anya Barca obobo omnimi yanu nyina but ana onya Barca obobo nimum no jaminya no sa Barca for say woman so mu TBB every Rodri ano Rodri wo baba jawoso hia so ya no se ani meba wonya the answer na woman wi omama aye Rodri so baba player adiama FC Barcelona wa Barca say die aye hu adiama Real Madrid omu team no ye kase player ye for Anthony Gordon and then the first day Anthony Gordon Evan enye wey a moment I won run our Ciutat Esportiva ama Gordon eba training takona no wa be drew bibia okay ono and some banasana good news and say Gavi am be kan asma no pa no onum sanko report on the 12th and some next week Wednesday next week Wednesday no short by 1 week ama me no kasa and Gavi akọ training ama Deminya kwanisa wanye training and so nani abrepa Ferran Torres latest and say Ferran Torres and anopenso enso ba Ferran Torres ede yes Saint-Germain OP sa as of now no aye PSG woman Barca betimi aweche agreement na woman betimi ahwe amasa do no eno so abaso sedie because I was on the 12th next week Wednesday because I'm your world champions. I was so enjoying the same day and I was a player. Your father Ferran Torres and some Arab. Yeah, and Barca any PSG. Woman and son of next week Wednesday no and no crowd drew said or coach running now. Oh, I know Emma Barca. Crack the teammate. I don't know Paris Saint-Germain. Can woman some betimi a strike agreement our brand aye latest free aye player and so camp and banana peno I was show no so by Monaco woman kwada na fan some manyo akruch me be kan some chawo say Monaco boy no bobo kwa fan say PSG e be fa kwada we onu Paul hey na PSG Riena omu no ensom aneso na mkwamu a jameme sanka no so kwakwa ne medical no ensom adiama aye Paris Saint-Germain na Paris Saint-Germain I was akura ne kono eno na adiama sanka no omu wia no sa fei PSG force yan kan Liverpool force 120 million na my ready some betua no ento bakola yana buy one rejected Bakola no 150 million euros and sana what we are saying Bakola na dia moya na chanchane de ba munya yo timumu dia moya ne mo no said your Paris Saint-Germain foi wo som e dia ba ye fancy na bedwa from na foi ye wura nsam no den say Rodri and Madrid and Barca ayo hu ni amachia mate say Barca for na ni aprepa ye nto aso
ana dia ahin na madrei hwe almost dey sports station be na mo kumase ha ortiso Ghana hanyina untumi edini say untumi sports no untumi Ghana ha ba ko pe untumi sports no untumi hwe fan city na dwam new team te kwana ne so kapoti ya chire ho ye adwuma no omo makanyina Steven Michael mokeka ho untumi sports no untumi hwe say untumi dia ɛkyerɛ sɛ untumi ai sɛ untumi de sports no ba ɛkyerɛ sɛ untumi na sɛ untumi a na kyerɛ sɛ untumi fancy ɛna wohu me a meyɛ delivery guy na oba bi wɔ ha ne ho aba asɛm ne fie wura se memfa asɛm mmerɛ no yɛfɛ ne ne tin latte ebi mu fɛ no ɔmare gyata ne fie wura na asoma me eti ma me kwan na me nkɔ ne fie wura se memɛka kyɛ ne sɛ wɔnyɛ sika na wɔde hwɛ nɛɛsefoɔ ɛtwa tikiti ma bi mu kɔ aborɔkyerɛ di a ɔnyɛ no ɔmɛtua ne rent aso ne tin rent aso yɛne bɛtua rent aso ɛno nti na ɛnam hu me untumi sports te sɛ meba na mabɛka kyerɛ newton sɛ ɔde sika no akɔ akɔtia ɔbaa tikita kɔ aborɔkyerɛ enti fancy ka kyerɛ wɔba ne sɛ wɔma mmɔden na wɔnkɔtua ne fie wura rent no na nyɛ sɛ a yɛbɛtu no na sɛ yɛtu no so deɛ a ɔntumi ntena da anim
jokuntane
yɛhwɛ yɛ kɔtɔkɔ ne house ɛndra hwɛ bɛna abɔne kumase asante kɔtɔkɔ yɛade a bɛna kɔtɔkɔ wobɛka sɛ yɛfrɛ ne mat but woboa legacy ɛde ma academy wosan yi ɔno firi hɔ no
so ɛde ɛfiri hɔ mesa sɛ biribiara yɛ fine
biribiara yɛ bɔkɔɔ yes another Thursday
that's right
yes yaba no ne yaba
that's right
na deɛ a wosi ti wie na ɔka sɛ heat wɔ
anje deɛ hɔ mo ahye paa basafo no ani abere
ai
there's a Madrid that no money no more yes oh yeah the hu and then you fu a once basafo na san Rodri na we din so the econo no I'm now who you new
boko
Mike BBI5
nyame adom
the radiasi okay yen chance here
yo Rodri conversation asaba beam and back in a moment Madrid and Barca battle na so sorry beam pa minima de crentia as a Jose buy sorry pa yeah Jose ho ewomu na how transfers na kono and now you discuss Vinicius possibly between a free Madrid accord Arsenal level conversation and all of that. I made mention of the fact say over the course of time Arsenal and as a Madrid and players after generation after generation. But game no, ya ni your bonnet the atwam and your bonnet in pre. So Vini importance no ewo ho. The importance will be huge to Jose. Meba but the main Rodri Jenny fan free honmo. Rodri conversation a woman no. Imagine say ono amu na sese okɔ Spain regardless of where he chooses to go sese okɔ Spain baby and the ball ba bedrisi here and a new coach the hanga natiko fena American deal no and a new coach be so be more effective role whatever of course quality need no doubt every coach will love to have you in the rank but imagine say okɔ restart be before I was Spain ebe boana manatimi a continue ba bia wa dominate as one of the key midfielders in the game no ebe na to aso afiro but so be Madrid so be ba bia be ko bia no omane yemu a so ko Madrid a omane yemu a okɔ Barcelona omane yemu a two teams no nyese nkomo na yedro mu obi ani DM so ha na so obi ani 6 so ho mi boy mi modi about the team unim the obasa obo 6 Madrid so unim the obo 6 yet these two clubs are not in home commercial throughout the summer no ne di obeko Madrid obeko Barca me say baby obeko bia no hono eyemua for quality for personality. First of all Barca the Frankie de Jong onye one midfielder me hunu so betimi atam Barca midfielder in the current state at the accord nested do beya no aye no yaw Frankie de Jong game no bibia ni achi same thing na so Sebastian Pedro Fermin or slash Danny Olmo no mo probia set dia madwene kire me sem finfi on no Rodri Pedri, Daniomo, a smooth. Rodri, Pedri, Femi Lopez, a smooth. Now, me and Madrid. O Madrid now the Rodri, Equacity, right in front of the midfield, you know, defense, you know. O the other Gula of Valverde, ebe so swayao. Akope Jude. And so Madrid no do all sitting no a Rodri. Adagula of Valverde, but could be a show on my ye. O the Jude so echo. A him fan obekwa on completeness be enko midfield, you know. 2 clubs in here Rodri. Now the American Sano may they connected to Vinicius Junior and the conversation, you know, why Madrid and Barcelona he had the quality level of Rodri in the game, you know, the tempo he brings. That comfortability, born Ukraine or the bread or that teammate, you know. He helps you control the rhythm. But the champion, I am not sure some Madrid de La Liga and the Benmarki Jose Mourinho. It will be the Champions League. For the first time now, Bayern want me and GB Mono. And they say, come on, Adio Mono, Nimi and Ukasi anymore. They will be expecting that from
on one Casacran, I say a naive back opus way. So the club and the Champions League. Wow. Because about first one, Omudi finally to stop your more a rainy rice and whatever. But when you for Champions League number. And Zidane be ye nechi, and Ancelotti be ye Juma nechi. And was about you. Now the squad we in order to first one who ye or quality. I cover Konati Ababishim, Denzel Ababishim, Bernardo Silva, Kuku. So all the first of quality, but we say Madrid the quality way. A quarter final quality Champions League number the money hono. Shadi bi ha say mamia. Then tia make say yes. Men call history. Say me call history. They who yansi come above Vinicius in, but open one of the few players are sorry from being a mediocre to a legend. Vinicius can home. Saying so when you're Madrid legend. Vini a legend. Oh Madrid.
Yes. Was set mommy Vini starts. Let me have it for you. The games are bought for Real Madrid. The numbers are the abba. And the trophies attached, and there, or Real Madrid just to go or a legend for the club.
Vini buy, you know, the Waba and the numbers, the trophies, and every. Vini free Madrid. You better consider and say, or a legend.
Yeah, well, really, saw your Madrid now. Let me get to this.
Wontumi.
What will you say? Born I am near Bonono. So, ordinary age in the bum see, because a legend is all return. I legend. There been a son game the tea fruit trim. Oh, boy, legend, you know, a milestone be. Unya pass on we are worry. Yeah, unya passes our level we are worry. A milestone bio, and yes, all Rogers in go on a for legend. Do if you graduate, say who on a for legend. Do no. Game now, born unya Rogers in passing milestone one. The numbers, you know, why you Juma the amount of Madrid in terms of numbers, or the to Zidane moho, 40 to Tony Cruz moho, and even the iconic number 7 JC, 40 to home, or more besha 7 JC. No, one more share 7 JC in the Binayao. Nian can see so 7 JC in Vini Besha and Wababe feel. If you're the fellow a cast more, only Emilio Butraguan. El Quinta the Vulture Emilio Butraguano the nickname no El Quinta del Butre in Spanish no a vulture. Now the famous 5 Madrid the promote to nyina the form academy no omuna a different La Liga the Champions League no twice so sa the call you know. Those 5 players in Alpha Madrid La Fabrica. Butraguano social 7 JC, Raul share 7 JC, Ciro share 7 JC, Vinicius 7 JC national. Can you say so good one man?
So Vini 375 games for Madrid.
Cool.
128 goals.
Goals 128.
Assist 100. So the goal contribution is 228 in 375 games for Real. Major trophies. And out of the major trophies, 4 UEFA Champions League titles, of which Nimeni on share the decisive goal. This oh, so no shine on a date trophy nearby. Ningina says against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3 La Liga, 1 Copa del Rey, 3 Super Cup, that is Super Copa de España, 3 FIFA Club World Cups, and of course 2 Cups. Minyanka and FIFA best anyway in the crown.
I know you're individual. Yeah. He's a legend for the club. Ujai Jumanakwa is a legend for the club. What the aside 7 years in Juma, all those guys are Odini big boys. Who more, which are going no more. See Romo big boys, but Vinny. On so I no season in but you're fine on tour. I've always been saying it. Say the no can now for yesterday. But me say Champions League na me di mani ahwe no. Arsenal na ya no come back. Hansi Flick by so semi-final no be so quarter no ateko. Arsenal koso no ateko, Diego Simeone koso na say no ateko. Vincent Kompany of quarter final or semi. What Hurricane Luis Diaz, Sergio Gnabry, Musiala Mo, Carl Natino, Michael Olise, Okoso Ani Abonabachiri. We are looking for, on top of that, there have been embarrassing clubs be of final, no one deserve. Inter Milan 5-1, Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah. And then Tottenham Hotspur Liverpool, so game. No? But it only questions the quality the final requires. Say unprepared, I remember honomo. So we will say a dear in Madrid and that Jose the Benya, the bedroom stage in a yekano. Looking at a more cost no more go without Vinicius, with Mbappe, and a young Dumandi who made the professional debut 2025 year. Yeah. On Mbappe and Jude. Per the Champions League, I actually Paris Saint-Germain will play as a mobile Champions League or more ball Ligue 1 so. He's found a way to demarcate in a squad no. Kup no. Louis Enrique or one and saying upon English guys in the Bible because Enrique Diana or France on Yantiasi. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense to them. Literally, but then Archer squad Ousmane Dembele doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or because in the minister of Bonista, San Common say nay United because they have a squad on the ball Europe, Paris Saint-Germain. No more do the ball Ligue 1 also. Now Ligue 1 yeah drew match day 25 for no Jerry. Yo. Oh no say Champions League, you know. No matter name say oh and say yeah la be able to akwa no. Paris Saint-Germain show say a quality and quality alone. Now check teams no more body in the actual how people clubs and a tissue or it should tell you say you still need quality and top coaching idea and say no draw. So Jose Aba, but men bay no draw moko. Who are the men? Oh Courtois. But I said enough basa one Messi no. Any Catanibia. Courtois and then you free goalkeeper so you Courtois. But squad now is complete. So yo, media me say Madrid can say Ronaldo ko Ramos ko Obia ko ampa na no make ambassador so me catch say Leo Messi etimi jana man ko na enye de we say me ka bi kire o. Yeah. Se sie nkomo ya ye didie Vinicius whatever on and off the field or the babiano Madrid here no especially with what they have targeted. So Meji under Jose no. Because for Madrid they be free 22 million. I pay them they are 25 million. Almost say I'm so my last offer no there. It means more pay them Jose no more kasa so here boy. Yeah, only odi come on my Jose no more kasa so here boy. You won't get a replacement right now. It's see kasa. Go no fool say obet me ama that duo Vini Mbappe combo na ye juma. Oh yo for Jude can Jude no ni goals no no the same thing Frank Lampard yema o say dey no catch now say those English boys no mo 8 no 8 no mo o do field no so they focus on goal scoring no and it's na Jude no do World Cup now done second striker but he's a natural 8 dodo bi now kase omo 8 no now say Jude no ball no pa or run the papa one on one way good or carry ball but then or the art of scoring goal no so a kind of game no into a ball behind a striker connecting wingers in a 4-2-3-1 judo to me Jude Asababe another top scoring midfielder ebio so onya yan Domandi enya Vini enya Mbappe no Charlie no the Gula of Avedi Kanwa Jose can compete with anybody and kase we here Vinicius Junior who here no the only player be Oba se see eno Oba me kase any Vini you fast na ko Arsenal na eno mo ko Champions League na eno mo ko Europe e Kvara
se Madrid be jama Vini akodia
just a Kvara
ni se Kvaratskhelia
no jina house just a Madrid for besa zina on be Vinicius Junior o man fi Ronaldo mejitum o man fi Ramos mejitum it's a big club se see enko mo Jose ba bi o jina no hia boy no and of course Vinicius hia Madrid. It has been a good marriage, but Mbappe buy no nessa niema 1 or 2 no. And of course a grandson no. E man Vini yaw, I'm say Vini story there. My yamo. Now Bruno Guimaraes. Mikel Arteta and top striker be our top attacker be ama.
For now them so you okay.
Share Arsenal game na hu last year no. Oh no yaw. You be say hu okay, Mama Shadrack Arsenal highlights no na me fa nwi. You say who sa ball no who from Arsenal no you say who the has be 20% no Arsenal be shemu kina say no Mikel Arteta be call 120% who the rate about sako the Jokeres one be sako about balance between Havertz Jokeres and Jesus and Chano Max Zoman na 2 free goals in a bar, no. Arsenal money and drum. 2 about outside the box. Of course, I pre-season. So you ain't been coming, but I've been looking at Arsenal. Showing your first goal in there. Hold it here for me. Hold it here. Arsenal, pa na yo set piece master no. She far post no. Kepa crowd already no.
Somebody set piece niya 1 goal no. Christophe Zoles corner no boy no. So guy no so be hard dream fi.
Oh babo. Say ni profile na say Wontumi Brighton Wontumi no.
Kairo
Mitoma. Ni profile na say or dominative quick on the ball in close pockets no. I know pay. In close pockets no. Far post no. Arsenal da. Uncle second goal so second
for now there be no ball range actually no.
How make us one for me nkono. Ni nyina 2 goals ni nyina about the same spot. The ball range no. And then the second goal no. Ni nyina no ball no box na chi D na chi 18 na chi hwa. But ni nyina no bu say a lot of Arsenal defense. First of all, look at it. Hey, when your midfield gets open like this is not Arsenal. Who they making?
Yeah, pre-season.
Yeah, no, makers. Yeah, oh, that pre-season on you know.
Pre-season.
Pre-season, and then the third goal is so free higher in a buy.
Okay.
And so let me a lot of the goal is brilliant and a beauty keeper. When you want to keep at them, just watch your bet. We will ball over the keep at them. Just why investment.
I didn't know so my boy Asheno.
Cover the set Asheno. The other goal also so a free area higher. But then the key question shape or structure of Mikel Arteta because I don't need I think this is the other goal. And it was a forced turnover. Whenever we speak of turnovers, I lose ball. No.
Boy and now
yeah. Someone I'm doing mom. We are with you.
I say the player money actually moves in everyone now referee.
When you forced turnover, when I'm more build it out, you know, and a betis and the same spot of ball first long range. Now off the ball in Arsenal, almost structure no organization. Mikel Arteta, preseason here.
Whoa, may I say new? Mike Bray.
Fancy me that say Ebeba Vini in common so now we are story about Ronaldo name.
Yeah.
Wontumi.
Yenye something academic akra. The whole conversation about Messi Ronaldo will be subjected to bias. What is cognitive bias? Masende picture via Mashadrak. It has a definition and a brief explanation of cognitive bias. Then, mediato the background, Ronaldo Messi. Ronaldo and Messi.
Say, baby, I know. Frankly speaking, no mean dear. And she any baby. There was so many about it. Or see, there may I don't mean now. And now about say, Messi, and ain't me now. Oh, yeah, tobacco. They made a hazard.
Oh, sit to a normal question. So, Ronaldo.
Intina mean to me about.
Okay, so he wants.
Maybe you saw tobacco.
No.
What I Ronaldo do office.
It's never true.
I don't know, Dodger Mike.
Now, Messi story, Ronaldo story.
Oh, yeah, but
Ronaldo and Messi will open way.
Oh, Leo.
I didn't.
Run to me.
I didn't know.
Oh, I point you back.
I didn't hear. No, maybe like it will feed into them. I didn't hear.
My dream is our control ball, no so do. Me place our control boss.
Okay.
So
you have a certain bias, a certain preference.
Yeah.
And you di Messi ninya bana ya de tutu obi ho a. Wo conclusion ya Messi.
Oh, of course.
Exactly. Akomi ame pacho tina
Messi no Messi ni fancy.
Akomi atina na so ya de bi mame.
Messi ni Benjamin Asare.
Between Messi Ronaldo. Find out prefer no. No, don't think before you.
This is not one. It's a Messi.
I didn't hear. Okay. So, fancy, Oberboy, no ready definition in their mind. Cognitive bias.
Well, so on your screen, I say a cognitive bias. Oh, dear Nadime. A cognitive bias is a systematic error in thinking and processing information that leads to distorted perceptions, irrational judgments, or illogical interpretations. These mental shortcuts or heuristics help the brain make quick decisions to manage, but they can significantly cloud objective reality.
It's simple and short. Cognitive bias here. Who take a mental shortcut? You have a certain preference will trim. No matter the number of data and the volume of data available, the will trim no, it can be an irrational judgment, perception. Mesusu bibi hu for Newton. Okay, you can't say me Newton and on Newton. I say Messi ni Benjamin Asare cry why. Messi. You take it lightly, but it feeds into the whole argument about cognitive bias. A lot of people have analyzed Ronaldo, his actions, and or misinterpret that reaction or action with his personality. So maybe a certain statement he made, ye free the contest name, and ye describe Ronaldo's personality, or ye arrogant, or ye proud, or ego. Every true footballer, while Bob Nedruso, you have ego. And then the fuel will drive to get to the top. But yet, no, Ronaldo has been portrayed as so any comment Ronaldo be pass the cognitive bias trigger and they say, oh, Ronaldo say Portugal free mono, he has given his all. See a kind. Ronaldo. Bibia or no, everything is about him. Meaning said what in common as here. A programmed mindset, programmed perception about Ronaldo. Into nyaka comment beer. Maybe a namsa quine so, but I knew exactly what he meant. Oh, I see a kind out. Ronaldo dear. Oh, your pessimism, everything should be about Ronaldo. I don't notice. And that is the fundamental attribution error. Yes, Ronaldo might have said one or two things that means that. But those things he said were in a certain context. For instance, Portugal free World Cup in him, and Ronaldo say he's giving everything he can give to the Portugal team. And no before Portugal, before so be Remino. They with him, or say with Cristiano, they have how many? Necessarily mean say a Ronaldo no kwa no bejimomo, but he's telling you say the impact any the what me ayama Portugal no. So oh just see ni kwa. This is what they have. And what was the conversation about? It was about Ronaldo's legacy. It was a question put to him. because it was seen as we won the final World Cup match away. Now, what about the final World Cup match away? No, you beside our question where you have so didn't come and say, oh, and I'm a teammate now, Boaje. No, he was speaking in the context of Ronaldo and how he has been able to play a part in Portugal's success story. But everyone or anyone at all, true, Nensem now can or chimbi frame, no the Biaba count, no one can see any, then he makes that judgment. And it is something that goes on in football. Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, it's argument, you know. Yeah, Alex Ferguson. He was able to dominate because what now watch it? Cognitive bias. And this specific thing about Ronaldo, you know, the fundamental attribution error. Ye dina bibi so inti oka we na no ye were certain personality be a ye dia ma Ronaldo we ye trim inti ebeto ho na ne ho. And that has fed into the label of Cristiano Ronaldo being arrogant. Me pacho catch or say he's the best. You think he does not deserve to say that? If Ronaldo tells you he's the best ever to do the game or play the game, you don't think say he deserves to say that? Mm-hmm. Oh no, don't you think so?
Also deserve so.
Then why you were born him? He has done remarkable individual collective. So ono catcher will say, me, I am the best to ever play the game. Why do you misconstrue that as arrogance? After the what in common I say. So no man for wrongly label people. Obi won't share Newton da. But our certain label for Newton based on Nyoma Bakumi Newton. Why you too know too much? Why you say no? As I would do. No more there. Why? When Nyoma Bakumi were taken out of context or they are describable. And that becomes a permanent label. Good, whether you do bad, whether you do wrong. Nipano, label now they are told so no. Or it would always be on you. And that is some of the the thinking errors are a committee in our daily lives. We have wrongly labeled people when they don't deserve that tag. Yet they are too almost when they don't fit in on a permanent basis. A contest, a certain action, a certain word spoken, a certain thing done does not define the person's entire character or personality. But or they are told so. That is the point. So yes, Ronaldo before. Why do you describe him as arrogant? Arrogance comes with a personality, and a person's personality. Tell me, how many times have you encountered Ronaldo to know say or you're arrogant or not arrogant? How many fancy the Maria to know that he's proud or he's not? So that is something that mostly happens. But
okay to say sorry to cut, but a producer's name is say na Euros any World Cup you pay. Our coca so Euros now.
Again contest. Again contest. Maybe. Ghana call World Cup quarter final. No. Was it an achievement? No achievement.
It's not the person's definition of achievement.
No, but was it
stars because
you know? Is it Ghana's biggest ever achievement in football?
Relatively, for a World Cup.
Relatively,
contextually,
exactly. In contest, Portugal, any of football success, they had nothing. If they win their first major tournament, they see it as the creme de la creme. Exactly. On tonam dan wato brebo. Meboa. On to kada. Your first car has a certain symbolic value. So contextually, so what describe here? You can say Charlie make Chrysler and make Timuno. It does equal to a Chrysler. Charlie, me jet no na me call Timuno a jet, but it has a certain symbolic value. So Ronaldo was comparison with the FIFA World Cup anyhow relevant but he's telling you say even if he did not win the FIFA World Cup trophy, what the Omoyema Portugal for in winning the Euros, no, to the people of Portugal, it symbolized their biggest football achievement. It's like the World Cup. It's Ronaldo saying it. That is again an opinion. You can disagree with it, but the contest for Kayeno, don't take it out of it. Some of these things we do, like Chelsea fans, almost Anthony. A certain perception of
Joseph Winyana.
And when a mao a diginaso a yes man. So at times, let's be fair to people. I am a yes, I throw Ronaldo, but anything that the pitch about character, subain, please, until you experience the person, don't label the person. Suensio na suansa ne humudro ansana we hunu di obeka dia famu. Don't sit outside the certain bracket and out of context label people. You done the bouswa, you might not like it. And one no. About Vini Diano, new. I love everything you said about Vini. He's done great things. But in the context of Real Madrid, and yet the Omun will be the knee. And yet the Madrid will be the knee. And it's a Vini. I bet the Champions League me, you know. Vini has over 100 goals. Wama 100 assists. Nah, Wama over 200 goal involvement in over 300 matches. Madrid Bisa say, how is a player like Modric to achieve the single greatest individual prize on this planet Earth? Ewo football. That is what Madrid does. They put a certain shine on you. Numbers now Vini Warner. If he goes to Arsenal, trust me, he might be one of their greatest players ever. So what about Chelsea? Chelsea top scorer now Frank Lampard. How many goals no Ashe me pacho momo numbers ni me trim outright. This be a message. Rooney na Manchester United or more time top scorer. Ashe goals do was saying. Nti ayen fuchini e bi DBH. No player bluffs over Real Madrid. That one I can say with pride. I am not a Madrid fan.
So Lampard any 211.
211. And Rooney so top scorer for when you saying. It's now say Vini numbers no. So we about Chelsea now or spend the period that Lampard spend with Chelsea now.
And Rooney so 253.
And now Vini has how many goals?
Vini Diana say 128.
Thank you very much. And he's 26, prime age. Prime age. So the numbers our Madrid contest. And so Nyamieni Katao. Anyway. Yeah, so he's achieved. Yes, he's won the Champions League. But just like other players who have passed through Madrid, who have delivered similar numbers, and then they also won.
But Ocean to say be a different generations. Say Vini Musu di Omo no Omubei.
Omo ni Omubei. In the current Madrid team, Vini per numbers in terms of quality, qualitative analysis. I don't think in the period Mbappe has been there, Vini has outshone Mbappe. And anytime Vini won, yes, he scored the winning goal in the final. Football has a certain recency bias. Barca for Ferran Torres in common Ken's done it. Bias. Oh, on the share final goal, no. But trust me, in the last Champions League Madrid won against Dortmund, Vini had a remarkable run. The same applies to Jude Bellingham. Vini was not the outlier or demonstration. Madrid had two unique personalities on the field who demonstrated quality to help them to win that Champions League. Again, the one he scored the winning goal against Liverpool, it was a Benzema-Vini duopoly, no more control. So there has never been a single seasoner. Vini is what Madrid team they are born about. Say Onon Kuano, he's turning around their fortunes to get them to win the Champions League. None. ABC. He gets helpers who are equally as instrumental as he is. Into young King Kai. Yeah. Numbers, no. Which one of them Navini emerged as a top scorer of a competition? Me pacho Okaibi. And then the Madrid would be the near Vini.
So Madrid beats me do away with Vini.
Madrid can do away with Vini and still thrive. They did away with Ronaldo and they thrived. What are you telling me? But again, some decisions to set transfer negotiations, no, it goes beyond the need for a player. There is a certain commercial interest. And your pack so there is a certain commercial interest. There are other considerable factors that you look at. Men kotisika 45 million. En kofa akoda free Brazil mambe teteno. Mo bi mambe ben ho at the age of 26. If Arsenal get Vini, they are getting a prime superstar. Madrid have now he's a diamond. Minister Debe Kawati Asia. And we'll find common grounds. A negotiation. Oh, Messi Meju say, mint ya. Yakoni aba. But again, we have to reason and look out for the Obia interest. Trust me, Madrid without Vini, they won't collapse, they won't fold. But Madrid with Vini, but Ofrimwa, they don't lose like it is being portrayed. If you have Mbappe's value outshines Vini's. Mbappe's impact on the field outshines Vini's. They won't lose, but
now who can be?
You're the same pipe. Somebody can't say, never Vini type will be a home. But me, mammy, common scene. So, Mazam make say, Jose interest in Vini staying a commercial now on the field.
Sporting.
A more Jose than Madrid.
It's a
contest. A more Jose, and to me, I can say, Jose. But Madrid,
who does Jose down to the same soup?
Their coach, member. Jose is a and the Oma Jose won Champions League title or Madrid or Meboa. Madrid one more Champions League title. What does it do to them?
More are they up to the numbers?
So Madrid cast a Champions League, no. Bobby for the next 5-10 years, Obi and to me Metuno.
Madrid no.
Madrid as an institution, they don't need Vini like make or break. Jose needs Vini make or break. Ohiano. Mourinho's return to Madrid no. And you're more of Mourinho than Madrid. Madrid and Mourinho when he and Yonko.
That is why Vini has to stay, and who needs Vini? No, I said one. Mourinho interest.
The moment Bisa when he say for Madrid, I know say 22. I feel almost okay. Maybe about 25 million. Your last offer.
By entire renewal bonus.
Mickey, financial interest. Financial interest in a club, no. But Jose, here plan on the field, and for that matter, Madrid here plan on the field.
No,
whatever image right you talk about finances. Need him.
Okay.
On the field, Vini has been part of a project that has gone.
I know your replacement for market
2 seasons. He's been part of a project that has gone trophyless 2 seasons. Two. Meboa.
It doesn't make him irrelevant. I said Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. You might think the club winning a trophy to Bruno Yanti. No, that's your point.
Irrelevant.
Bruno he is working in a team and you want to support.
Make us irrelevant too. Me say, they need in Madrid, and I may say, Mourinho's return to Madrid is more about fulfilling a personal ambition. He's driven by that. Madrid brought Mourinho on to break a certain hegemony, and some chaos what in him. But Mourinho's return. He wants to win something he didn't.
So 2 young coaches before going for Mourinho. So Madrid, they needed Ancelotti. They couldn't solve the Mbappe problem. No, Ancelotti Jahokoi, and I will try 2 young disciples and a failure. No, I pick will be a big guy. What happen? So man can say Jose Nkwane here you know Obwa Madrid susu here Jose. They needed a big figure.
Jose here the
power of here. Both needed each other.
It's the same
conversation. Both needed each other. Say no. Making some venue number 1 replacement. Our market is here. Say Jose standard no. Or say history. History
the again, football is full of uncertainties and then unpredictabilities. Ronaldo free Madrid, no. Who was their direct replacement for Ronaldo?
They have never gotten it. Manchester.
Now one of the 7 days after Ronaldo. And then Mariano.
No. This is to prove, say, club beat say Real Madrid. They don't need to get your direct replacement. The culture finds the way forward.
Jose needs quality.
Don't forget Jose. Fine, Joseph so here player no bet me am make the duo work. So say Joseph pushing for the renewal of
Vinia. He needs him.
Madrid say okay, scanner kwana so permit tuya.
Yes, he can.
Send boy ne beko.
Exactly.
But for Madrid say bia or ben line ne baby anase mpo be in line at least so be 30. You 25 mile there. Say okay. So Madrid be push about the then it means very okay.
Oh yeah, of negotiation. Course. Okay. Negotiation. But the conversation Madrid any Vini no and Vini kwa Madrid. So that's the point.
No. It's not. Make a kanya and my win who here.
Mezabra.
2 off seasons now, so he has been their best player.
Bruno Fernandes, Brent.
Mbappe
has been the best
player. That's what I can say. Mr. Pobi, I'm even crazy. You say, what do you say, Suana?
Hey, Vini won't come on. No. Ayo, Matia. Na, ever say, or more battle Vini, na Vini Kono. And talk about Kono, so we have no interest of any Barca, any Madrid. Now, I think say Vinicius renewal for Real Madrid is a good sign, and also I've always maintained a certain position. Say Vini in Madrid, the very very difficult. So bet your mummy in them. Yes, because Manchester would be a dia. Okay, in Chelsea, Travel you cried Manchester United a renew contract. Oh, Madrid. Omodo obey CCA. Boys no Omodo obey CCA. Omodo obey. I don't think Vinicius Junior is ready to part ways with Real Madrid in a way on the Madrid supporters in the problem. This is not only about Florentino Perez and the club Real Madrid stood behind him in recent times. Sebi, Obibeka say, the weakness these are supporters who have stood behind him. These are people who have always fought for him. So he needs to find the bad books of these fans. So even Brazil fans, Brazil Vini Echi. They said the Real Madrid fans are Vinicius Junior. Also a top player, but compare Ronaldo and Madrid issue now. Ronaldo came to Real Madrid as somebody who was already made. No, FIFA best aje Ballon d'Or no de Real Madrid. And I'm say Ronaldo, the real city no, they dream maybe of as compared to Obi to say Vinicius Junior or no about Madrid no, or free Brazil na Madrid. Madrid no so Vinicius mu. E supporting at the time and I'm for credit him say the performance na so any also mu jana kwan maneko. So no matter how much Vinicius has given to Real Madrid has also given a lot more to Vinicius Junior. On my platform in ye, on my branding ye. If Real Madrid wanted to take Vini out, come on, say Mbappe abano, come on, Mbappe and Tony Trimson never what do any Barcelona and Real Madrid situation it here. I've always said, say Florentino Perez, Rodri do we know the country training has it. for political reasons.
That is
because of believing that recall me quiet the campaign no or the two that's what the two players be free Man City aba.
Haaland
Rodri statement. Meboa say omuni obi ani nkomo san etoaso. Then Rodri release statement bia. There are interviews o check the archives Rodri am making it known na ma wiase nyina hunu say onu ni wiase oba no nya Madrid no be dey. Obebo because Krumo and one onyini wabo Atletico Madrid ne pen wa free waba England waba besi akan hope say there are even pictures of Rodri also ni nua boy posting on the internet 2010 ho baby Rodri no so no nam Santiago Bernabeu who to pictures with Champions League trophies with way it Rodri need a open and clear say Odo Madrid no nya Madrid no be dey obebo there is no no Rodri no so nya na dwen say the team that also made him at some point in time obetima mo say see from in terms of sika mo page dey free no
yeah
so you might feel like Rodri should be pushing Man City number 4 there be on your side because on only call City na man treble age meboa
yes
City na man age Ballon d'Or
yeah
now say briefing media Real Madrid in penny be brief them as show mo no mo kromumpe yeah when some of these things a crop up na pull up do a certain stage the opponent will come and they will push it and make sure some mess signing on and then Barca for who say omo ye lose fight bi wa Alvarez they will need somebody that will appeal to their supporters.
That signings now Madrid for na year no.
They will need something to appeal. Look at this in two phases. One, it could be said by individually. By the agency, so Amanati says we need to put a lot of people into the mix. Said about and it could be that way. Say omu delay in that way. The opposite version could be say boy we are meneno. A dream pepper so say Barca for net me convincing say oba only Dani omo only Pedri. The future looks bright. To be kind of Champions League no na dey ba koje. O the age animu yam shebe wom. Obeka nyoma bebre area che no. It could be so be pure. So if you are looking at the two factors, the big question everybody is asking here say Madrid or Barca him for the beboa Rodri. Yow, me I will say this thing here say whoever signs Rodri me Florentino Perez so my Barca for ne sign Rodri kukuru na Barca the Champions League na on Real Madrid support say mo checking ton time. See to su baby ogina wuni so akotwa 140 million euros the ama Leipzig. So by hook or crook I was see it me miawu ni make sure say you make sure say sika no ye beji bebrede free wo by yaw I think baby a Madrid digina say any omu dealings any say was omu ton player and son omu the Rodri aba be shame no there are a lot of truth there are a lot of non-truth in it. To be very honest with you, watch a La Liga ni omo mra na nye na ne ebeka. Anytime I be sign bi your wage bill limit ni sika limit also spend it. It was a player salaries, player transfer fee. Sika hodo ni bibia fit into that particular spending amount na we twa dey ato wonom no. E bro so adi so yi ba ko free na for free. Now where I might feel Real Madrid there's a little bit of truth in that matter. Say also moto ansa no manya bi say now they are paying not less than 125 million euros for bit say Yandia Monday. It will mean amortization say 5 years na Real Madrid DTSS kana every year Real Madrid betria saying. So here and say 25 million ebe ka sa salary limit and any spending limit in that one. The wages obeje so be kan. Vinicius Junior renewal a mirror fee.
Yeah,
Tembi. Real Madrid behind said next year more hand muso bid say Jude Bellingham they will renew. If you put all of these things in context, then the transfer fee of Rodri, so we signing Rodri for 75 million euros, amortization be feeding into it. Rodri's salary obeje First of all, team say Rodri all fan check clubs ni mienu nyina. So if you are thinking Rodri betin the salary so abɛ say we Barca team be boama wa. E dey empa na Rodri page ni wodi wiase a. Wo de salary be.
So OBBA. OBB.
Oh World Cup. Oh Euros.
Oh Nations League.
Oh Nations League.
Waje Champions League, waje
treble. Rodri be ni waje Ballon d'Or. So anything Rodri is doing now, oh yeah, ni see any decision I will take, no matter how he loves the game and wants to move to Spain, and due to different reasons, the retirement package, be free or fashion trim, because Rodri was 30 years, so sign 3 years and 4 years or G retirement package, and son and the family grandpa become son and born or over the amount I day. Atwaso diaba. It you on fan Madrid, on fan Barcelona. But Madrid net me agree personal terms with Rodri. They say one Barca for Nusujina. They say Barca ready we 60, we 70. Fine, that is okay. But the salary now I agree with Real Madrid no or better so amount no be see kind of amount. It is not an easy deal like as you who is Barca Bermundi straight. And now Madrid no personal terms it is straight. Or come Madrid. By out. This is your ultimate central defensive midfielder that can do it all. Madrid team no omunya we are elevate your technical ability and technical quality in the middle of the park. Barcelona nya we are omunya leader, omunya a winner, omunya somebody a obetimi di omo room akwakoji the UEFA Champions League. Bene the Spanish teammates ni be won asum. And I didn't Madrid die no. It could work against them. So I say ye betua.
So come and bring among your ready zone before.
What's up, mon coin? Oni ni nua tramani. Baby ah. Omunyo Madrid so moko baby ah. Obi aso person ni Rodri bo. Say come and finger onya obenya no. Ana man for say Rahu Asensio ni nua fellow Mendy o. I didn't want to tell more contract sign no more free team. Yeah, it puts Madrid in a very, very, very difficult position to deal with this matter. But me heard Rodri born now or born in equality now, he will fit in every single one of these teams. The Obenya Rodri Biano will win the La Liga. I will say it again.
The Obenya Rodri Biano.
Or best J La Liga ni easy cry.
Wow.
Wontumi. If Barcelona signs Rodri, more chances in the Champions League in the movie from maybe 50% to 75 to 80%. Madrid is signing Rodri, more chances of winning the double. You see, Madrid, I didn't move so my bro who be RGB or Munina and GB that treble. Record be who we are see be a Madrid Ibida. Area simu record. Yeji Champions League atwa so yeji La Liga atwa so yeji La Liga this number of times yeji omu was our records ni na de baako. Real Madrid nje treble ni bida. Champions League, Copa del Rey, La Liga. If they sign Rodri, there are chances of them because midfield now Barca di omebano. I've always said Barcelona has always been the standard for Real Madrid in the last 2 or 3 seasons. Because trophy Real Madrid wa pre na di po show je Barca. So you can argue say Barca years, but the last 2 or 3 years, Barca na atian. Opa kosrobra from Barca na ahye waje trophies e da wanim. E ba La Liga. Enyo no say one to second. Yakobo Super Copa de España hwan. Yaw. Yakobo Copa del Rey. Who free mu differently, Barca so free mu differently. Ana man for Copa mu final. But the last time amumi enu mu share e no hwan na share oje. So if you want to close the gap and fight for titles, this guy, Madrid nyai bibi anto no mu nyai egu sem ni ade no mu Barca fa Rodri.
Whoa. And see, yemfa wo ha no nto aso preko new. Now say under 20 no obeso o share we o kakra.
Yeah, and me story no me 2.
Wontumi.
Me 2. Your boys in be no. Ewo issues with more up and coming. The other day, not Messiah touches our story, up and coming the route to the pro level, no. Your boys in be issues so. And ya want children on Nimdia so can home. because nimdia and yet to say open sober o na wa be hu me se me mboa na me boa o se sebe ho na chiro na me boa o ene ho na chire se o soro kon edi nya no na me ka banimdia wo as a footballer no the journey now nam so to a professional level no documentation nipa no be relate agreement and contract am be sign verbally the written ones all of that no and only nimdia part na make no. Is it because you have the talent and you feel so could do the top level no? And now when you be in can said there's a process be a from ansana. What me could do top level no? The place be bring more issues. E be a all ban when ya in the public area or then ho born no or to boot man or to the man to the crowd free camp ba unko ni ma me ho a ni China wo. Obe ho man aboa no a man ba bedru stage bi. Unfortunately, some microphone do draw now, so no, ya no one coin microphone, a wobomu. But ya no more passion. Oh, boom. It's a mama plan in an area, hope I say, dear. Obefano. Not all titino. But only said ya, I'd now quite any out. Yeah, about him, that me, buono. Who know done it professional football, and no catch us who may cut trials or Diana, may cut trials or some matters. Because trust be chim. No man a lot of fair, not to boot a man. Not to 1, 2, 3. Temps no de ko. I can't abon or invest you. Or try a fan of chima beba. Your fan of chimo beba. Your fan of Samatas contract to baba in a picture. Picture like China would know what the bayan can do. There was a crowd and artisan. Qua Plano, yow. Or Jones some co. Plan sign a professional contract now. Sabi, o fitem, or carpentry work, or construction, or per play and assembly, and you know, no boy mu. Senior, or sign professional contract, no, or be virgin freezem. Or be virgin freezem. Because, maybe I give a quackudruno, or be quite FH, or be 2 crime because South Africa trials in the email about Sans and no crowd and found that job on so gradually moving to a more professional platform where somebody has to manage you. It is a no master no we fit near oh no you na so about one more bedru e bia 22 years no a fairness as a da wase nanso no kra say ya wadwuma no ba bia akakra na eso ba bia adwuma na ka no eno na ye big eti draw no mo sa na omo be party ways a ya na aye asemo ya papa na de esi ne say e ma managers ni bebre no yawo omo dome players no omo kansem gu omo so omo ke kansem frefren so the deep players and carry nachi. I have about 5 footballers as friends. Manager B they feel say player mo wo mu die e manager fancy na say me come chiko talk kokoma na me koda the suffer crack on horse won't because sign it team no sign one few mama say and I'm doing record that say na me papa say but e be so manager no so yaw asam na make no so ni me easy to small guy but I was my funny my serious na I asema ese was so serious pa managers ni be populous ni dua na football kwantu no kakra bi amaba mu no kire say yaw onko wontumi nkoda uhia obi yaw ehu papa onko wontumi nkoda uhia obi na nya obi o uhia nkrofo to guard you anopona na o ka kire me say me ka kire okay team ka kire say Jude me hu say na ma mete ne nchen ho omo ne Birmingham City ne Barca game no me say Jude best hwe bi
papa na ko dressing room what do you also want in nchen
and o ka say papa ne di ni akato na chi
ko Dortmund dressing room man ban someone ra hobi
won say Leo Messi ne papa na di na chi ne papa ne wife ni
Wontumi
ne papa ne wife ni footballers no me coach o me na fofo no premier no yaw and the wife so and the wives eti the journey for Ghanaian football and despite talent ehunu so no bebre so de esikwam ene me homa those players no the rate me nya complain ya na me ya e bo no me timi ni one player kasa phone so by 30 minutes na feel say we say ke share no aska forma mo ball aska forma mo kra mo ma no ma ya yi ene mo ball ahu de person me ka no utwa na hwene na ho o ma me ya say no odwene ne ma me ho ofi ne papa sika ho odwene papa ahu ofo ha so ifo nko na ehia wa so wanya onya odwe so be survive ya utumi mba game no ena oba game no so a ohia sesika ene be back wa de beko eti nipa na oba so wasena odo ko otobu toto woni ne mu atete no yawo sankoye kwan pa so a ne sema be ka 102 no betime di wochi sa footballers na about 50% nyama busu afọ na hwemo abonten fo nko na hwemo ba stage a omo be dane professional no an bia me fa se fitani master sa master ready to sa omo contract kwa wo hunu eni sanye sika no wo ate so me ho ye na dwuma on fa ne ho mato so na kira o se miki dwane je se ya ona ni bebre so I've really understood something about your game no na ayame ya for a footballers ni bebre first of all ya was ka former ball o dey check your system no aska former no omo ball no the struggles camp down tontuma ba we obefiri obafia be dan hall sisi ya so na camp eto mo ntimi ma na sabe ho kire no so ade ba no konya obi mu a ekwan ne ntembetete no ya antise kwampa so a odina no be di wachi
na ma be mo for say place ni be
oh yeah sase mo edi o ay anteme ho place ay anteme ho but you tell say love no be drum so ntumi fa ne nko a truth me fa ne nko o kra ni request no FIFA agent no hwan oh na adru o hia lawyer o hia legal team Raza Simpson o ka so o fifi nyo bi na abo no but say we Finland o job no agent bi chip some microphone maba mu sa na ade na kwakoye but me se ba bia no ne ntem betete no se sika bi kra no bede wase a na keto atumi atwa ba boys no do na no they are facing those challenges manager we need to be fa nko ba bia pese odu no o ja na okoso so a no de no me di na chi asai boys me be career alright y'all kakra bi throughout the week they are discussing say you league na ho the coach masoko this man tell me I mean say later my coach be share daddy nkomo maybe yenya must be try na ba ha kra but me fa asem na kan no nko ade a coach your boy yi the tournament amoko boy yin timi ma yehu your boy na ho den he your league aye boy a provided players straight akọ foreign leagues anymore emfa ho ni week bia yesu ye qualify for quality production in the game locally. A producer players in the last 3-4 seasons ahaya na Isahaku Fakoy coach is better this Isahaku
yeah now me ancestor tojimu nyina
David Odru Accra Lions obama left back o league o forward so Barcelona Athletic no or no ke first team na anisa am I extend Aziz a dream say referral Dorman on enam ho ya coach mechiao or no ni nsano Aziz coach Zito Ninsano dreams na no ye Satoji na obo ni di no oko Frankfurt Bena somo akotoko nya ye Gazali mo na tete no Dr. Ogu mo na tete no Bena somo akọ Rebetis Mickey a producer wa who say we have a long list of players yaw okasa we go through ade bechi obo these players in the and okay Solomon Ajay oko Ashdod se wa ba Scotland and we see that can OCCA on the bodrum 6 Solomon Ajay our African amko ni teammate Solomon Agbosi we say ni teammate Abdul Jalulu on the bottom 6 the beer no attacking you say I no say or Scotland when we get watch about Blasters is here no wafa on the bottom 10 right now I'm no say 13 you league we say I feel a jam credit one test league ni bi
It's straight.
Yeah, Pacho. On scout to no crack one.
Division 2 for no 1 for no crack teams ni be said players no. Omo kan number natural one.
Benab ne Ebony.
Yeah.
Also they have come me sentiment come on Kumasi. Benab and Ebony in the last 3 seasons. Unim how many players are my spotted the call. Yeah. Not to talk of right to dream. Please, I want scout to year my and one day yesterday. I want scout to play.
Say we are from say be Ashanti region. They show us a plan 17, 18 man. Yeah, will be our point be 17 under 17, under 20 under 20. I'll be.
What can you be a point? I'm a kai play. We never na kumboga. So in the stage I did but I'll come back to years in hot dinner. Oh, man, I bought that truth is here. Me pay me born say that could come for young coaches in Eban say Ghana 16 regions no new the Ashanti region under 17 the national under 17 Ashanti region
the place na place na keke ko boys no mun born bo
yeah but me fix it team we say akomia scouting national regional scouting apeke me 16 17 18 16 17 18 all right today nkomo ye di
mate
yeah first I started working on this project my time outline town me ba ho bia no me ba be hwe me mo no organize mo bo na me makọ na mate regional team no enko a
mate all right oh Mike Bray na me de mezewi
fancy so me nkoma me no be dey very controversial but Tim I say I am a media guy. I work in the media, but nkoma we no will go to an extent against the media. Andra Kozokobo friendly game against Bernab. The attention and the after-match talk has centered on a certain mistake. Videos about it has gone viral. Excuse me to say, yene heye hana yewo an insatiable hunger for such news. Yepe news are controversial, news are sensational, news are ade obi aya asay ana entwe ye eno ne yepe. Excuse me, but yeah, sure say Endra game akodoko boy no. There was not a single positive thing Danla did. Yeah, sure say kodoko boy no boy no. There was no one pattern of play here. Like na a very remarkable. Say if they repeat this. Na ebeye a pattern under a rectangular ebebo akodoko board. Oh yeah, sure say bibi say ni ho.
Anya obenya positive.
But the amplification of the download the year, you know, abekata everything that exercise with Bernab Nene was saying. And I get it. The media now a fusion of the traditional media and the new media into bloggers, YouTubers, bebrena babekao. Unfortunately, on more line, you know, it is not as ethically carved as the traditional media DNA. Inti send your money mano. And the traditional media DNA a boy brakakra. And when I was say a Mac Labs or more Ghana, I started taking the initiative. Say you would draw closer to these people and let them know their wope. No more son candy or more free. I think there should be an engagement sort of. Enra game, no. If I was in charge of communications for Kodokwa, I will not allow a single person to film. Phone, no camera, memo be in chat apart from Kodokwa's media. Minim the entire makers are. Your friendlies be or her a open like Chelsea. But your games be also a born behind closed doors. Because coach is person emotion yoma bakumi miensa. The way we over amplify errors from people, mistakes from people, nioma yehu se entwe ye no. The way I sit some na ye ma ekata nioma papa ne so no. Anka ne kwan mu a I think that the next games kodokobebo, even to an extent, some training sessions and now all training sessions. No single person, irrespective of what pedigree, say you man where yacha na ube munche no. Mema nipa krokre ntwa. Obetimi aba behwe bi. Meaning say they make what you see. Come watch the training session, but don't film or don't record. And I'm saying this strictly in the interest of the club. Till I say a controversial, so some media guys will not agree with me or might have issues. But I'm saying this to also mean say, me a corporate, me brand, and I'm me promoting. Dan Lad is returning to the club. This image, this scene, Bonteno, very damaging. Damaging, especially for a terrainer. You fast science and rem into your football data collection and analysis. Into a eye test. Support the blue has have the lad will lose form no Marco Fanaba and they say enkoye. You don't need that, especially at the start of a project. You don't. So I am only advising. Me need to me be na sabe. Me ni nyansa gidigidi biya se me metrel de ye. But if I was in charge of comms, your videos be.
So me we saw one teammate na kwa bomb. My man said no. And carry on.
No, these things happen.
Yeah,
you get it. And a training match.
Yeah.
So and say ya, no. But if it comes out, the interpretation, the reading of meanings into it, are entirely different. Where for the coaches, this is not really an issue. But for the fan, this triggers anxiety.
Worried.
Exactly. And it's didn't come out about the club. So, Mesre, some media, no, if you want to help a club, there are proper ways to go about it. But from the way a more of media no mobile no interest, and to an extent at the detriment of the club. Image way about no. A D club ninya, but nipa no share no try no. A boy no more because the influencing, the numbers, the insight, uridia, a bit making more waves on digital media. A lot of people will watch, a lot of comments. Send a kotoko woman. They need more of advocacy journalism. House of Folk needs that. Your local clubs, you know, they need that. I'm not saying say so don't say it. No. But again, the original mindset, original approach should be geared towards boama club ye more than ye expose the omunyen ye.
To me,
but it looks like ye overly focused on the sinto piano more than the boa are promoting. And that's why I said, say, if clubs will get the media to buy into such an approach, about engagement. Before the season starts, Mayor House of Folk, I call the media, including the new media, because you cannot do without them. TikTokers, influencers, no, Facebook for, and then even more YouTube. You call them together. This season, House of Folk, you're planning here, your media plan here, you're planning your BA. But the young should have some obey 1, 2, 3, Muntumi say. Okay, no, almost like common there. The here's a club never had the Amayeni and say flow of information. Say inflow Pariado, while Pariado is also mostly not responsive to calls near there. So flow of information, no, Mumbium Kakra, Namo Manioma, Shebi, a digital asset, be videos anyway, Emra more. So they can do an open media day. Maybe a house a years ago, open media day, media for in a mumra. Player open interview, but the interview a railed and a guarded by certain
questions.
Exactly. Kotokwaya with the Kumasi media, including TikTokers. A boama ye in yet miss baku be free. And the media will learn from Kodoko what they want, and Kodoko will learn from the media how to also work around some of these things. These images, Ms. Remo, let's try to minimize sharing of such. It does not help because Kodoko ne year, ye be sound. Anko Yesua will bear the brand, and your club no kwana bebre. And they buy media efforts for the Takwa media. Exactly the point. These are the things you need to promote. Yamwaya na mema yenye overly focused. Minkasa men share sani maybe say, but overly focusing on sa mishaps, mistakes, errors. No, it does not help anyone.
Whoa. Me say any dey fache me what my obone for fache me na nyame admo ochena me be show mu mate nti ene okay man no dey no
omobo wi a ochena you a lot of things to talk about. Nti en relax kura.
Okay.
Yes, because we be akeka koni nyamalawi na I was say qualify near bomb
mate me da so what ya say mama wo Shadrack mo ne mo